What's up, fam, and welcome to episode 15. Quince. 15. Is this when we can go? Dun, 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 dun.
No. Happy quinceañera. All right. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to episode 15, y'all. I know last week was somewhat of a heavier topic. We talked about anxiety and depression because it's real.
Very real.
And this week we're gonna talk about getting your life together with your health.
Yes,
Because
please.
and you know what I was thinking as we were doing research for it, they play hand in hand. Like taking care of your body plays hand in hand. Anyways, we'll talk about that. But
for sure.
And and we had Gianna back with us, and she added to the discussion as well. Will you be adding to the discussion today? Because this is your favorite.
And I need you to have a question.
I need to have a question.
Yeah, we
we
want to bring back Gianna Corner, and you have
you've been slacking
lately.
Slacking bad. That's not a Velasquez thing. I don't know where you get that from. Just wondering where you get that from.
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, Gianna will have a good question by the end of this episode. How about that?
Yes, you will. All right.
All right, so why are we talking about health?
Because it's incredibly important.
And the Velasquezes have been on a health journey.
Yeah, we have.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a slow one, but at least we're doing it.
Slow for who? Not for me.
Okay.
It's pretty slow for me.
I love working out. I love that we have invested in an alkaline water machine. We've invested in a bed that helps us track I'm a 73 right now. You don't even know what number you are, do you?
He looks at that number, and those of you that have sleep number beds,
every night.
like if you're big on checking your app on your statistics on how you're sleeping and all that other stuff, please share it with him. It'll be like right up his alley.
I don't get it. What is the 73?
Listen, it's a number that you get over the, like it tracks your sleeping styles night after night after night, and he is obsessed.
Sleeping styles.
Yes,
my breathing is a 19. That's how many breaths I take. I don't know if it's per minute or per whatever, per hour.
Per minute. It's probably
19,
per minute.
But it's 19 breaths. I'm at a 270
per hour. 19 breaths. Would
anyways,
be crazy.
I don't know how many was. What it exactly it is. 270 is like your not your stress level, but your ability to deal with the day, right? It always says, oh, you may want to work out a little bit more. You may want to work out a little bit. Anyways, so I'm very high in that. That's always a good number. And then heartbeats per minute or per whatever it is. Sucks that I'm talking about it.
Do your homework.
I do. You know what?
Oh, no.
Ta-da.
Oh, good grief.
Let me go ahead.
We opened up.
Yes, let me tell you exactly what they
sleep
are.
Sleep number box.
Yes. Here it is.
Okay, everybody grab your phones and check your numbers.
Yep, Randall's, I know you're doing it. I know they're doing it. Oh, of course it's going to be slow. Is this me? Oh, look at you. You had a 79 yesterday. Congratulations. And you're 70 average for the month. All right, I'm 71. Okay, so what I always look at is your heart rate, average of 54 beats per minute. Mm-hmm. So that's good. It says, good news, the average heart rate is where it usually is and should be in range. So that's good. And then the heart rate variability, this is generally good and helps you feel energized and good. Your heart rate variability is very high. So when your heart rate variability is high, it's generally good. It helps you feel energized and good. And you know what? As this has been higher, I've been not having to take naps because I feel energized throughout the day. Yeah.
You have not taken naps.
I've
noticed
taken naps. That's right. And then the breath rate, it's a breath rate, it's 19 breath rates per minute. So it's BRPM. So 19 breath rates per minute average. And it says that it's average.
What's happening right now?
But average is good. And so average is good, and my trends are smoking good.
Your dad is enjoying his statistics based on
This
his
is health.
sleep number.
And this is, and you know, not for nothing, but this is really biblical.
Yeah. Well, and that's why we wanted to talk about it, because we are hitting the 6-month mark. It is already the month of June.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
God.
Like, it's 6 months until Christmas time.
Oh, brother.
That's exciting.
How many more?
31.
Mondays.
31 more Mondays until Christmas. Anyways, but that's not where I was going. Where I was going was in the month in the month of January, I said that my word was going to be transformation. And not only was it going to be transformation for, just in my mind, but transformation, soul, body, spirit, all that stuff.
Yes.
But everybody does that whole like, oh, okay, my New Year's resolution is going to be, I'm going to lose 60 pounds by June. Yeah. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to say, okay, the first thing that I can do is I'm going to make the decision to do it. I'm not going to put a number on it. I'm not going to say I'm going to lose this much by this time. Yeah. I'm not going to do none of that. What I am going to do is I'm going to make a commitment to myself and build off of that. And that's exactly what I've done. So since the month of, since January 1, I've lost 26.3 pounds.
Can we get a cheer?
Can we get the...
Slacking over there. It's not a joke. Anyway.
That's the truth. And thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And I did that, or I attribute all of that to the fact that, it really matters the small things that you do. Yeah. And so, because all of those things add up. Yeah. Like, and here's the thing, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, I've entered into some weight loss experience and I'm going and getting and doing weight training and all that stuff. I'm not doing none of that. But the one thing that I can say to everybody is that I made a commitment to myself. That's where you start. You make a commitment to yourself. Now, are there going to be good days and bad days? Sure. But you have to make that commitment to yourself. And you've lost 6 pounds, no? Oh. Not since January, but like within this last month.
Yeah, within 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's pretty big because they said you should average a pound a week.
Yeah.
Or 5 pounds a week, something like that. Gianna, what is this?
But mine wasn't like a commitment that I made from the beginning of the year, and I'm always up or down, up and down, just kind of depending on how many days a week we eat pizza. So, so I don't.
We love pizza.
I don't worry that much about. That's why I like numbers, right? Not all numbers, not just the scale, especially with our scales. For whatever reason, they're really wonky. The one upstairs.
We always make the excuse that the floor is off kilter.
Yeah, but the one upstairs has got me at one number. The one down here's got me at a different number.
So which one do you use most?
I use this one now because you moved ours from the bathroom for whatever reason.
Oh, because it's under my dresser so that I can.
Right by you, selfish. Got it. Very good.
It's pretty selfish.
Anyway, that's. But I look at overall, right? How much water I'm drinking. How much protein I'm trying to take in. So I don't
That's
just
so
look.
hard.
I don't just look at.
You don't even know how to do it.
Huh?
You don't even know how to do it.
What do you mean?
Well, most foods have the protein intake right labeled out.
Yeah, I know, but
so it should be pretty easy.
She doesn't know how much are you supposed to take each day?
I literally have to take in at least like 100 grams of protein a day. That's not easy because especially when you eat 1 egg is 6 grams of protein.
Okay, eat 3 and you have like
12. No,
10.
No.
If there's 6 grams
6
per
times
egg.
3 is 18.
18, so 20.
You have 20 grams of protein right there. Boom.
I thought it was 3 grams, but it's 6.
A thing of chicken, that's got to be a good 20 grams of protein.
Yeah.
And then a Fairlife,
okay.
30.
So boom, you already have like 80 grams of protein right there.
Yeah.
You're making it way harder than it has to be.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. But I think the bigger picture is, and especially since we were talking about anxiety in our last episode, I can say that there was some anxiousness around health, especially from my dad's death, being that he died of a heart attack. Yeah. And when I was doing some research, it says that in last year alone, we're talking about 2023, there was 950 deaths just based off of cardiovascular disease. Wow. 950 deaths. So there's got to be, there's got to be some value in taking care of ourselves. Yeah. And we own that it's our responsibility. Yeah. To own that and to take care of that. And so, I know that recently you had gone to the doctor and the doctor had said that you were kind of like
borderline diabetic.
Yeah. And I was looking on statistics about diabetes, and $412 billion went into care for.
Can I tell you, I have my own theory as to what happened there. Okay. No, seriously. Because I'm always listening. I'm always trying to learn. And somebody said, well, the aspartame that's in Diet Coke can really cause brain issues. So you should just go ahead and have regular Coke. And,
Alzheimer's? Is what you're referring to?
Just overall cognitive issues, right? Oh, okay. So, but yes, we know that, a few of my family members, including my mom, was attacked with that lie of the devil is what I'm going to call it. So I said, you know what? I'm going to combat that. Just have regular sugar and just have regular Coke and just have regular everything. And I gained weight because of all the extra sugar I was taking in. And when I went in, I want to say the AC1 good is 60 and I was at 71. Now on the scale that you pull up online yourself, 71 is good for a diabetic, right? So it's right before you cross the line. So, and my doctor says this could just be a compilation of your last 3 months, and it just hit me like a brick house because yes, the last 2 or 3 months, somebody that I respect says you should just go ahead and have regular sugar because it's done, and so I'm having café con leche with 3 giant cups of, it's raw sugar. So I think, it's raw sugar, so it's got to be good. It's like, no, it's still sugar. It's still sugar. And so I know that I will, and this is the second time that this happens. Like 2 or 3 years ago, they told me too, same thing, borderline diabetic. And then I go the following year and I'm fine. So anyway, so that's where my diagnosis is, right? And so I know just I have very, very little sugar now, right? Because I can discipline myself for that. I can watch really carefully what I eat, and I'm not really an ice cream person. I'm not really a sugar guy. Like I need to have just raw sugar all the time, right? So I can. This thing is gonna. Anyways, I'll be fine. And which is why I've lost these 6 pounds in this last, just in this last, week and a half. I lost 6 pounds, and it's because I cut out sugar pretty much altogether.
Well, I think, the reason why we wanted to have this specific podcast is not to bore the audience with it, but
to motivate them.
To motivate and to kind of to be like a public announcement too. Like you have to value yourself, and in valuing yourself, you take care of the body that God has given you. Yeah. And although, some of us don't really, think about the intake of what we're taking in and what's on the labels and all that other stuff, you have to start looking at, the statistics and cardiovascular, diabetes, all that stuff. It plays a part in how you're taking care of your body. We can't just, blame it on genes and DNA and just base it off of that, because there's been a lot of people that I know that, although there may be heart disease and cancer in their family, they,
automatically just give in to that's what it is.
Yeah.
And it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all.
So crazy.
You can turn first of all, it's a curse and it's been taken on the cross already. So I want to encourage you in that. But you do play a part. Like on the screen here, I have a triangle, and it's got it's got 5. Is it 5?
Mm-hmm. Career, ministry, family, health, and God.
Yeah, it's got 5 selections and only 4 slots on there, right? And people, this is one of the things I always do with my men. And they try to slide them in, right? They put God on the top, because he's the pinnacle, or they put him on the bottom, right? And then they stack them, and they typically go God, family, health, ministry, job, right? That's majority of the time is what it is. It's God, family, ministry, job. And I had to share, and I'm sharing this with you now. You should never put God in a box. So I put 5 in there, right? Just to see where your mind was at, where my people's minds were at. And they put God in a box. So that's the first thing. He shouldn't go in a box. He's in all and through all, right? And the first thing, and I'll speak to the men because I'm a man, the first thing should be your health. You cannot be a good husband if you're not healthy. You could not be a good father if you're not healthy. You can't. Your lifespan is going to be short if you're not healthy, and which is why in this house, right, the first one up, I touch base with both of you, right? Hey, going to the gym. Anybody want to come, right? So one thing I know: a body in motion stays in motion, and a body in stagnant could, like stagnant water, start stinking. So we have to stay in motion. And yeah, I know it's a little rough, but it's the truth, right? And look, if you don't go to the gym and you don't run a mile or 3 miles or 10 miles, take a walk around the block. Get started. Just get the body moving. It helps. So there's that. And then Brother Julio, if you're listening, he turned us on to alkaline water.
Hello.
Yeah, and we live faithfully by it. As a matter of fact, my son, he always I hate drinking the water
at work.
Yeah,
he always says it like, I hate the water anywhere else.
I hate the water at work because it's not alkaline.
I'm gonna have to come home on weekends to get water.
You want us to take water? No, we'll give you one of those 5-gallon things.
Oh yeah, the little
you can
ones. Bring it with you.
You can bring it with you.
People are gonna look at you like, "What are you doing?"
Gianna's water. Don't touch.
Yeah. So alkaline water, and if you do your studies on alkaline water, everything from the blood, right? The acidity handles everything from the diabetes, heart conditions. Hey, look, anxiety too. It is a chemical imbalance for some of us, and it helps regulate that as well. So alkaline water for and what do you call it, babe? What is water? The source of life.
The
source of life. And so water is the source of life. So we purposely have bought oversized cups so that we can encourage ourselves to drink as much as we possibly can. And I'm at two of those 40 ounces, so I'm at 80. I still need to get one more. Go ahead.
And what do I say that I've learned from Noom?
What did you learn from Noom?
What do I say?
I don't know.
And I bring your water bottles to you.
I don't know. Tell me. Stop making
out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight,
out of sight, out of mind.
So to our point that we were talking at the beginning of the year, my daughter said, "Hey, you know what? What do you think about this Noom thing?" And during COVID, I had signed up for it, and I learned a lot of things. And she's using Noom now to guide her. So there's resources.
Noom, if you would like to sponsor us, we are open.
We're a Noom family.
We're a Noom family.
So
for those of you that don't have any idea about Noom, it is a really great app and a great resource to understand.
Okay, let's not give them free promo.
Yeah,
well,
let's just move on. Let's just move on. They can pay us if they want to. Reach out to us.
No free promo.
Reach out to us. Leave a comment on the bottom of the
of
the page there. All right. But just to our point, we have consciously all taken our own routes, right? Noom, and what you do and what I do. But we all help each other and we all pull each other and we out of sight, out of mind, right? She brings us water like, hey, you can't drink it if it's sitting on the table over there, right?
She's staring right at me. Those of us who need to know, because she's not in frame.
And then I'm to wake up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, like, let's go to the gym, right?
Oh, but then we're here till 8:30 waiting for someone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna point the finger, but I'm pointing it right at my wife.
Listen, I have to get up in the morning, get dressed, reflect, brush my teeth.
No, mommy. That's a good 15 minutes out of at like 7. So you're down here about 7:15.
Then I have to take my pre-workout.
Yeah, and you can take that on the way there because you have half a cup, not even a full shaker cup.
Yeah,
but it's a full shaker cup. It's still a full scoop.
Anyway,
and you know what it sometimes does to me. So
that's another thing. Yeah, we always got to make sure that she has her little stop before she leaves.
You should just make it for her in the morning and just here.
You know what?
I'll make it wrong.
That would be nice.
So no, I'd rather not. I won't make it right, and she'll be angry. She'll do it again, anyways. So yeah. So we in this activity, you figure you put health first, because then you can't do ministry.
Well, I think the benefits are you look at those words and you put them in there the way that you think they should go, and then realizing that health comes first and that God is all around that.
You don't put God in the box. If you could take one thing from this buffet we're laying in front of you, right? Don't put God in the box. He's in all, through all. Everything created by him, for him, and through him, and nothing that was created was created without him involved in it somehow.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Amen.
Well, and I liked what you said about, hey, if you're not a meathead like this guy, and you're not one to want to get up and go to the gym and lift a bunch of weights and all that other stuff, just like I mentioned in the beginning, make those small changes.
Yeah.
Maybe you tell yourself after dinner every night or every other night, you're going to go for a 30-minute walk. Yeah. Whatever the case may be, but small changes have to be implemented if you want to see long-term goals reached.
And they have so many other resources too. I mean, when my aunt was having her heart issues, I bought her a treadmill that she can sit down and watch TV and sit and get her legs moving and circulating.
And we asked her too, right? Like, what do you think you need?
Yeah.
A treadmill.
I could use a new pair of shoes.
Yeah, you sit down. You were here. You had to be here when the box came here. We opened it up and looked at it. You sit down and it turns on, and she's sitting and she's
like a bicycle kind of.
No, no, it's a belt that just goes around like a treadmill, and she takes
sitting walking.
She takes steps while she's sitting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever it takes.
Yeah, that's what she wanted. That's what she asked for, and so I got it. I got it for her so that it could help. Yeah. So even my wife now is standing.
I asked him, and if those of you who know and see my husband on a frequent basis, please just pass him by and say,
you should get a treadmill.
Just buy it for your wife. I told him, I said, now that I can stand, and the desk goes way up than the other one. The other one only went like waist high.
Yeah, seriously. I was trying to grab the lighter. I'm like, what the heck?
You just touch the button and lower it, that, right?
But it's my desk. So I said, babe, what would really be lovely is if you could get me one of those walking pads.
Yeah.
I would love that. And they're not that expensive.
I was looking at them. I was also looking at this thing. This is so random. Never mind. Let's just keep going.
Does it have to do with health?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Well, because I have the gym membership, but sometimes I don't want to get in my car and drive. And there was this thing that I even showed you it. It was like the bar, and there's a bunch of the little weights, and it's like it's tucked in the corner, but you can pull it out, and it has the thing. And you said your dad has that, and I'm like, I know, but I want my own. And it looked nice, and it reminded me of the gym.
There's weights and a bench.
Yeah, I know, but
I need more weight than it's available downstairs. That's why I go.
Garage sale.
I was just like my own.
I'll put the punching bag out there for sure.
Yeah.
And the
yeah,
ropes.
we don't have space for that anymore.
I can still use it, but I never used it before. It's
Are
not
you
gonna
gonna
give them to
away
Natalie? She really wanted them.
the punching bag?
No, she wanted the ropes.
No, we're
awesome.
gonna. You don't want the punching bag anymore?
When do I hit it?
Yeah,
When do
I
do
don't
it?
even know why I even said that.
I don't ever use it. Thanks, babe. It was a great gift. I kept it for almost 9-10 years. But
Well, you can pay me back by getting me the walking pad.
I'll think about it. So here's what I believe has been helping me to stay young and healthy. There's a scripture in Proverbs 17:22, and it says, "A merry heart does good, like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones." And so I bless the Lord for my wife. She is a merry heart for sure. She is my merry heart.
You know, I want to say that, you know, I believe you today, but if you were to say that a couple days ago, I don't know if I would have believed you, because I showed your dad something. I don't remember what it was.
But it was hilarious in your eyes.
Okay. And I showed your dad something.
And it's always hilarious.
And he looked at me and he goes,
in your eyes.
he looked at me and he goes, "I married a 5-year-old."
I mean, some of the things you show me are a little. Oh, actually, I cannot talk.
but see,
We are a stupid funny family.
But you hear the laugh at the table, and that's what I love to hear you laugh. I can find out. Hey, look, if you're ever lost in a huge crowd, all you need to do is laugh, and I will absolutely.
At church, you're the loudest one. So.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, you
yes.
are. And it's like silent, like pin drop silent. And the pastor says something, and it's the first one and the loudest one to come out.
PD's funny.
I think everybody else laughs. I think everybody else laughs because they hear you laugh.
No, PD's pretty funny. He makes you laugh.
There are moments where I'm like,
What?
because you have like this when it's just something a little bit funny, you go, and it's like over and over again. It's like you have it on repeat, like in your.
No.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
you guys are embarrassed by my laugh?
Look, listen, what did I say? I said that you are what makes my heart merry. So there's no way I can be embarrassed if you're helping me.
And I can't be embarrassed either because I have your laugh.
Yeah, you also have a pretty loud one too.
Yes, you do.
So
And we share in the stupidity.
Yes, I know.
When it comes to videos and memes and all
you
that
think
stuff.
I'm a little more stupider.
Well, I'm glad you call it stupidity, so that makes me feel better.
Well,
it's
I
not like
mean-
it's fooling you. Like,
Well, here's the thing. Out of everything that's going on in the world today, laughter is medicine.
yeah, no, I agree.
And it's biblical.
Yeah, oh yeah, I just read it.
Yeah.
Proverbs,
So
a merry heart
you're welcome.
does good. Like medicine.
You're welcome.
It says it's like medicine.
Yep.
Hi, mommy.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Thank
I mean,
you.
what do you think life would be like
Thank you.
if I was a serious, boring lady?
Like me?
You're a serious, boring lady.
Mine is the lady, obviously. See, that's what I'm dealing with right here. You know, it's got a lot better because it used to be every word would be word checked or something like that. So we've gotten better, but
That drives Lewis nuts too.
What?
The fact that we always got to correct and
yeah, word
you're
check.
dope. You're a boring lady.
Yeah. Anyway, aside from you watching my
Why
every
you think
move
that
too-
you're boring? You could be funny sometimes.
I have a dry. I guess what they would call a dry sense of humor. Is that what it is? I
I
don't know.
mean, maybe,
don't
but
know.
you are more on the serious
Yeah. I don't-
side.
He has his moments.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like every 30 seconds. And then you just find happiness in the weirdest thing. It's just like, what's this guy? And I'm like, and then it's just like, he's funny. What is he saying? I was like, oh, so he's funny, but you don't know what he's saying.
Or we'll
how
be in
is he
like the
funny?
middle of a conversation.
No.
She's like, look at this.
Yeah.
No, because it's in Spanish. But
Which
he
you
ends
don't
up
understand.
laughing, right?
Not all the time. Yes, he does. Not all the time.
Yes, he does.
And then it's always like
Really?
it gets played out. It's funny the first time, and then it's just like, oh, this is the guy that you laughed at last time. Look, and it's just like, okay, but he's not funny anymore.
Yeah, that's a common thing. You ever see this guy? No, mommy. He's funny. Look.
And then you may laugh, right? It's funny, but then
should we talk about the stuff you send to me, young lady? She said, send this. She sent me a meme the other day, or a video that said, send this to a poo-poo head.
This is what I have, ladies and gentlemen. This is mother and daughter. This is mother and daughter.
I'm crying now. Laughing is medicine to the soul, but you come up with some doozies too, Gianna. So pin a rose.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Anyways, what else did you have, Velasquez? What other? I know you had another scripture before I move on to.
No, you move on to that, please.
Well, I just wanted to go back to, the physical activity aspect of it all. Mm-hmm. Because I know that there's some people that are like, oh, I just hate the gym. I just can't find myself going. Blah, blah, blah. Again, even if, even house cleaning is physical activity.
Or shopping.
Mm-hmm. Shopping. So, sometimes we have to get creative, right? Because regular physical activity has many benefits, especially for adults and our children. But when we're talking about like disease prevention, weight management, and, right before we got started here, I was like, wow, how God really aligned some things, because last week we talked about depression and anxiety. And then now we're talking about like taking care of your physical body by, working out and exercise and all that good stuff. It helps your mental health too.
Yeah.
Working out physically helps your mental health. It helps the dopamine levels and all that stuff to where the things that you didn't want to do physically, you will start, like you were talking about with the sleep number bed. Like you noticed that you had more activity and you had more energy because
I was sleeping better.
You were sleeping better and you weren't taking naps during the day.
Yeah.
I
didn't need a nap.
You didn't need a nap during the day because you were finding that you had more energy.
Yeah.
Well, that plays a part in that.
Yeah.
Working out, caring for your body. Hey, look, as I can only speak for us here in Chicago, right? I don't know about people that live in California or Florida.
Whatever. 75 and sunny.
Yeah. But here in Chicago, I've been in like a blah kind of state because we've had a lot of rain. Which means we haven't had sunlight, which means we are not getting the vitamin D that our bodies require. So vitamin D plays a huge part in your health, in your mental health. When you don't get that intake, that's when you're going to find a lot of sluggishness and, not having the energy.
I mean, they do call it seasonal depression, and it's usually around wintertime anyways.
Because there's not a lot of sunlight that's happening. Yeah. So, so again, finding, and I always tell people, and I think we've talked about this before too, like everyone needs to find their individual groove. Yeah. Hey, look, if you have a treadmill at your house, I know personally someone who has a treadmill at their house in their basement, and I love it because they're like, man, I just hate having to go down there. But today I'm going to do it because they know in their minds that it's there. They know in their mind that it's available to them, and all they have to do is walk downstairs.
Yeah, and it's good for them.
And it's good for you. And you only need, technically we only need literally 30 minutes a day of activity to keep our body in a good, healthy state.
Yeah, and again, a body in motion stays in motion.
Body in motion stays in motion.
For sure.
And the enemy can't
hit a moving target.
So
keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Got to keep it moving. Moving.
So let's talk a little bit about not specific.
We hate this car, by the way.
It's going to pick up. We might as well
if everybody hears this stupid noise. This car always, at the wrong time, like it could be 5 o'clock in the morning when you're trying to sleep until 7, or 10 o'clock at night when you're trying to go to bed.
Okay, let's not give him more than 30 seconds.
Okay, well, we hate that noise.
That's what he likes. All right, so
next.
Let's talk a little bit about, since we talked about water, we talked about sleep.
Yeah.
We talked about protein, so food, right? Avoid sugars as much as you can. I know it's tough, but it's not. It's definitely
not impossible.
Or reduce your intake.
It's a silent killer. It really is. And then let's talk a little bit about supplements. You touched on it a little bit, right? Get a good one a day, something that's a multivitamin.
Yeah, anybody, especially our circle, right? Our circle of friends. A lot of us are over 40s. If you are not taking a one a day type supplement that has which is like a multivitamin, not like it is a multivitamin. If you are not taking any type of vitamins, we strongly recommend that you take
at least that.
And guys, ladies, if you're not one that likes to swallow pills, they have it in gummy form.
Now, yeah.
They have everything.
Delicious. And they're tasty. Yeah.
They have everything
like a snack.
in gummy form now. So
I'm sorry. But do you remember COVID? We had like vitamin C, turmeric.
And you'd always leave it out for us.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it was like apple cider vinegar. There was like
those were actually really good.
7 or 8 of them. It was like, turn on the TV and use them as a
little
snack.
Gummies.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, I know that all of us caught COVID. Or no, maybe we know you didn't. All of us caught COVID before COVID was really a thing.
Yeah.
And before we were quarantined and all that stuff.
Don't tell my friends that because then I'll have to admit it.
Anyways.
Well, you just did. No, sorry, guys.
No, I didn't. You said it.
Anyway, but I would say for the most part, because I was working all through COVID.
Yeah, me too.
We were serving people. We were working all through COVID. So, I mean, I can say that we stayed pretty healthy, very healthy, because we took vitamins. And I was traveling too. And I remember I still took my vitamins with me even on my travels.
I at least made sure to take my vitamin C because that always helps with the immunity. I mean,
well, you ate all your vitamins during COVID because they were out and you were here.
When I was sick, to lessen the whatever.
Yeah.
I would pop a whole bunch of
and I know
it's good because it helps keep your immunity up.
People that caught COVID, and a couple of them were on the brink of giving up, is what I heard from a few of the men that I talked to. This brother was like, "Hey, look, I couldn't lay down, I couldn't sit up, I couldn't stand up, I couldn't sit sideways, I couldn't lay sideways, I couldn't sit up. I was ready to die. I literally was telling God, do you want me to give up? Do you want me to give up?
Wow.
I'll just give up." Yeah. And so at least two men, I remember having that conversation with them, and so it was real, it was painful, and they were
not taking vitamins,
not taking care of themselves, not watching what they ate. There was a few different variables that went into.
Can we go back to the water thing for a second? Because
Sure.
you obviously have to take water. You have to, drink water to take your supplements or whatever.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say something because you just popped into my head. I really cannot stand hearing, "I don't like the way water tastes."
And there's no taste. So.
Well, sometimes people don't like the way their water tastes.
Because
you won't understand it because you like the taste of water.
But let's be honest here. Even there are supplements that you can take, a multivitamin that's in like a powdered type form that you could put in your water and drink it. And it flavors up your water and you're taking care of your vitamin intake.
Here's another thing. Crystal lights. Stuff like that. It's still water. It just makes it taste different.
There's so many things out there that will zhuzh up your water, but you got to drink it. You have to drink it.
That's why people have gotten creative with the sugar-free syrups and the concentrates and the bleh.
I know for me, I've been on this kick now with the collagen peptides. Just popping that in my, my protein shakes or popping it in my pre-workout.
Yeah, that's one of the things that most of us don't even think about is pre and probiotics. Mm-hmm. It literally controls when and how you poop. So that's incredibly important.
Pooping is important.
Incredibly important.
And if you're not pooping every day,
getting the fiber in.
Yeah, if you are not going number 2 every day, that is a big problem.
Big problem.
Yep. And prebiotics and probiotics are extremely important, and you can get the collagen peptides that already include all of that. As a matter of fact, it's at my high anxiety store.
Yeah.
Costco.
I'm looking at all the benefits for the alkaline water, and it's everything. Even as we're talking about it, it helps detoxify your body. Drinking the high pH alkaline water.
It also helps your skin too.
Skin tone. It also acts as an antioxidant. So it prevents different sicknesses and diseases. Well, this is from the water.
Yeah. There's another thing that I feel like
we need to add to the mix.
Yes, because though supplements are important, a lot of dietitians, and this is not from TikTok, this is from like actual research, okay? A lot of
they want you to get it from the food.
No.
Okay.
Your body naturally like is a detox. So like that's what they're naturally supposed to do. So supplements, though they have some benefits, especially for people who don't take much care of their body. Your body naturally can detox itself.
Very good.
With just drinking water. Water is very important.
Yeah.
Because it cleans everything.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty important too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I truly believe that. When it comes to the supplements, and I can only speak for myself, is lately when I started doing the collagen peptides, taking my vitamin D3 and B12, I have noticed an increase in energy, like my hair, the nail growth, all that stuff, from the collagen peptides has worked. So there is value in taking supplements, but I hear what you're saying. And if nothing else.
So I'm on this alkaline kick. I just seen something else. Look, it helps improve concentration. The brain is one of the most, if not the most important organ in the body, and the brain is made up mostly of water.
I mean, our body is.
But our brain is made up mostly of water, which is one of the reasons it makes so much sense to take in the right type of water.
That makes sense why people always ask when you have a headache, how much water have you drinking today?
Yes. Yeah.
Which is annoying, but it's true.
Very true. And I don't want to embarrass you.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, no, don't say it then.
No, but I have noticed that since you've been drinking more water, like Gianna, in early stages of high school and stuff with the acne, right? There was she had cystic and it was pretty bad, but since she's been drinking water, her face has cleared up significantly because of it. Can't you agree?
No.
I can't. Okay, you're your own worst critic, but we're the ones that see you every day.
Hold on. I think that the cystic acne has definitely gotten better, but I still have pretty bad acne.
Well, I mean, it's hormonal, and so we're working with that. But I want to attribute the alkaline water intake and drinking more water has helped you, because I know that those were not only painful, but they were annoying to you.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much makeup you wear, they're still popping out.
Yeah. That's true.
Right? So there's a lot of benefits, and it's just one simple thing.
Yeah.
Drink water.
Yeah. And most people think it's 8
ounces.
8 ounce glasses, but the reality it's more than that. But if that's where your starting point is, at least do that.
Yeah, there was another dietitian. This one wasn't correct, but she was saying that as long as you start drinking more water, don't push yourself too far.
Yeah.
So like drinking two of your 50 ounces, that might be too much for people. So even if you drink half of a 50 ounce, that's an achievement in itself.
And then you work yourself up.
Work yourself up.
Yeah, because I hate when you start getting ready to get at the gym and all that other stuff, and people are like, oh yeah, I drink a gallon a day. Come on now.
And
that is not easy.
That might be too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be.
There's something called drowning. You can drown yourself.
And you're funny. Sorry, this is a little TMI, but your pee technically should not be clear.
Yeah,
No.
not 100% clear.
That is
It should be
very
sunshine
dangerous.
yellow, not sunflower yellow
Or ginger ale.
or ginger ale. It should be a very light yellow hue.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That will give you. Hey, don't get us started because I can talk about the different colors of poop.
Oh no. That's okay. Thank you though.
Yeah, we're good. So let's put a spiritual thing into
We're gonna
mix.
wrap it up here.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, good.
I think we're good here.
Okay.
All right. So first, rest. Right, rest. Mark 6:31, and Jesus said to them, "Come aside by yourselves to a deserted place and rest a while." So they were doing ministry, and you know the way we are when we do ministry, we feel like, oh, we could take on the world, right?
What do we like, Gianna? That guy.
Oh,
Flint Lockwood.
Flint Lockwood. So Jesus was telling them, come aside by yourselves to a deserted place and rest for a while. For there were many coming and going, and they did not even eat. This one is one of my life scriptures, and it has two things. First, it says that God wants us to prosper in all things and to be in health as your soul prospers. So this is a whole sermon, but I'm not going to give you the sermon, right? This is 3 John chapter 1, verse 2. Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things, and all things means what?
All things.
All things. But if you have all things and you have no health,
You have nothing.
you have nothing. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're not really going to have time to enjoy it. But how does this all come about? As your soul prosper, and your soul is your mind.
Yeah.
So the more your mind prospers, and what I mean by that is you get into God's word and you find, right? I think for anxiety, we talked about, you have a problem, you find a promise, and you pray.
Flip it.
Right? Flip it. So you have a problem, you find a promise, and you pray. So the more you do that, the more your soul prospers, the more you will be in health and also be blessed in what? All things. Amen?
Yeah.
And then we have, obviously, Proverbs 17:22. A merry heart does good like medicine. So thank you, my medicine.
Amen.
For
I'm going to ask
keeping
Pastor
me-
D if my
merry
laugh is distracting.
He's going to say no.
No, I bet you it's like helpful. Like that means his joke landed. So if you're laughing, that means other people will start laughing, which means it landed. And
So family, take care of yourself.
Yes, we love you that much
Be
to have a whole
intentional.
podcast
Yeah, be intentional.
about being intentional about your health.
Be intentional.
Yeah.
Drink water. Remove as much sugar as you possibly can, and fatty meats, right? Chicken. Oh, I love steak so much, but even that, minimize that. Red meat, minimize that a little bit.
And even like these guys hate it. Like when we're doing our menu selections during the week, sometimes I'm like, let's just do a nice chicken and salad.
I don't
hate it.
I mean, you
I
guys
hate it
don't
if it's
love
every
it.
day.
It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it.
I mean, sometimes it'll kind of give you some balance. Like if you're eating well throughout the whole week, then maybe you can have a couple slices of pizza.
One other thing I was thinking about, and maybe we'll take this offline. And Noom talked about like meatless days.
No, I can't.
See, I knew it. I knew she
I
was.
can.
Eat chicken
I
at
can do it.
least.
I can do it.
Yeah,
I
I
can
think-
do it.
At least.
I think we need at least one meatless day.
We can do
a
it.
week. Yes, one meatless day, especially.
You know
with
what that would be? That would be like a salad and maybe some spinach ravioli, like a vegetable on this. You could do that.
No.
beyond, and now there's so
like
much beyond and
chicken.
impossible. We'll get something beyond or impossible.
All right.
there.
Well,
Maybe those
everyone doesn't
chicken
need
nuggets.
to see our menu struggles sometimes, but plan. If you fail to plan
Yeah.
to fail.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
plan
another
those
thing.
meals.
Yeah, we try. Pardon me. We try our best to stay away from eating out
During the week.
during the week because we know it's healthier for us, right?
Yeah.
Not that we don't love it. Not that we're like,
because
oh,
we
God,
can-
give me some pizza right about
We
now.
yeah, because we know how much ingredients go into things, and
Yeah.
so plan your meals. They don't have to be, we're not saying you got to have salmon and spinach every day.
I don't like salmon.
But
Salmon's actually pretty tasty. If you make it right.
This is a fishless house.
I don't like fish at all.
Yum.
Anyways, we're not going to bore you with our menus, but y'all just plan. Yeah. Thank you for joining us today on episode 15, and we will see you next week on episode 16. But we're not going to tell you what it is.
That comes after
15. After 15, yeah.
That's right.
You're smart butt.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.